Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hey, I had to remove a video because I didn't want to mislead anybody into, because there's a lot of people that watch YouTube on their TV and they don't even pay attention to comments. They're not into the comment thing, and then there's a lot of people that get on there to leave comments. And I didn't want to mislead. Man, Toothless, what are you doing out? Come on, come on. I don't know what you're doing out here. I guess you follow me outside. I might have left the gate open. Let me go shut the gate. So my other dog don't get out if he decides to get out if he's outside. Don't want my baby getting run over. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't want my baby getting ran over, do I? No, I love that dog with all my heart. Try to protect him as much as possible because he's very important to me. Now sit down if you're going to be in here. Sit down. Sit. Come on, sit for Daddy. Come on, sit down. Sit down. Come on, sit down. He's a good dog. Here, you want some air? Let me give you some air. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, I didn't want to mislead anybody on there so they wouldn't cause problems like I've caused for myself. And I didn't, and definitely don't want to make myself look like a complete ignorant person out here trying to tell people what to do to their car or their vehicle. I did leave out a lot of details here, and now I know why. Now I know why I'm having problems with my alternator. It is because this truck is designed to have what it comes factory and nothing else. And if you go adding a lot of stuff to your truck, it could cause you more problems than what you're out there to deal with. But I will ask y'all this, and I'm sorry if y'all think that y'all have wasted your time on the comments, because you haven't. I listened to every one of those comments on there before I raced the video. And I didn't just want to mislead a bunch of people that just watch the video and then go, oh boy, Limpy did it to his truck, now let's go do it to mine, and then be upset with me. So I definitely didn't want to do that, and definitely didn't want to make myself look like a complete ignorant butt, you know what I'm saying? But look, I have an amplifier in here that powers a 10-inch woofer. I've added that. I've also added the equalizer underneath the dash, and it has a tiny little amp in it as well, I do believe, because it does put the juice out there to these two speakers in the doors, and as well as and then I have the amp that's connected to my woofer. And I've also, because I wanted to try to keep my motor cooler, I've added 2 electric fans on the front of this, and it bolted right up. It came off of a Nissan setup, and it set perfectly. The bolt pattern set perfectly on the radiator. And so on the middle parts of the radiator, not bolting to the fins, but upper and lower, I'll use the rubber bushing. I use rubber bushings all the way around it, so it did not touch the radiator. And I've had good luck with that. It does keep my temperature down to about 180. Before I even touched anything with the original, it was running about 210, and on a hot day it would climb a little bit higher, and I didn't like that. And I just didn't. I didn't want my truck running that high. I did Google it in a couple of areas, and they said the normal operating temperature is about 190 to 180. And I think the reason why it is, it started, the fans was, you know, it wasn't cooling good enough. It's because this newer motor that I put in here is bored. It's because it was remanufactured. I mean, it was being rebuilt. The guy that had it, sit down, baby. Come on now, sit down. Quit whining. Come on, give Daddy a chance to shoot this video. It's okay. Sit down. You're just gonna have to sit down and be patient with Daddy, and quit interrupting. But anyway, so they bored it out, and I don't know how much they bored it out, but they did tell me this block has been bored. So it caused my motor to run hot, and I didn't like the motor running hot. And I do have a thick from factory. it says on here, come on, move over. It says on here, I'll read it for you, but it says, fold seat, and it says, heavy duty radiator. I didn't read them all, but it says heavy duty radiator on there. So it came with my truck did come with a heavy duty radiator factory. I guess I don't know, I guess you could order them. I couldn't tell you the history on that one. But, so I did have a thick radiator and it was still running hot. And I don't know. Maybe I do need to put it all back original, but I would just prefer to have electric fans on it because it keeps it was a tremendous difference. Excuse me. So here's my question out there to everybody. I do believe it's okay to have that electric fan on there in this amplifier here. I want to know how to install a backup battery or an extra battery or a standby battery on here the safe way. I do want this on my truck. I really do. I mean, I have a problem leaving the keys on or leaving the radiator running, the radio running. And that's just that. And I'm trying to just save my rear, as well as the fans. So all these extra things on there is causing my alternator to go out. And I think that from reading all the comments that I need to install a higher amp alternator, which I checked with AutoZone and O'Reilly, and they do offer a higher amp alternator. So that will compensate for the extra added features that I've put on this vehicle. But I still would like to know, I guess I'll just have to get a switch and do either or battery. You know, to where it doesn't, my alternator is not struggling to charge both batteries. And that's all I have to say on this video, and I strongly urge everybody to, before you go out there and just start changing the things on your truck, don't think that you're Mr. Know-It-All and that you can come up with this wild concocted idea of how it might work for you. You might cause yourselves a lot of problems and a lot of money in the longer run, especially with adding an amp, I've found out. And I just don't want to be misled on other YouTube channels, man. I mean, that's a perfect example out there of why I don't go to YouTube a lot, is because some people can get on their YouTube channel and they can claim that this is what you can do to your vehicle to make it better, and you do that to your vehicle, and it could cause you more problems. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't want to mislead anybody and get bad reviews over here on my channel. I'm keeping it real here on this channel and admitting the mistakes that I've made. And I just want to know exactly what I want. These are the things that I want. I want a backup battery. I want to keep my amplifier in my truck because I like to turn the thing up real loud. The pipes are loud, and I like to listen to the radio, and I like to hear I like to feel the bass. I like that bass. That bass. To each their own, huh? But I just love the bass. And anyway, that's the end of this video. And thank you for leaving all those comments, man. It was a relief to know that I was causing my own problems. But those are the things that I want, and I want to know how to do them properly. Come on, baby, quit whining. I know we need to go somewhere, or let's get out of the truck, huh? That's what he's trying to tell me. He says, Daddy, it's hot out here. Yeah, he's my best buddy. He's my best buddy. Daddy was screwing up his truck. Yes, he was. He was causing himself a lot of problems. Yes, he is. He's over here trying to fix it. He's trying to fix it. He's getting to advise some of the... And I do believe that I got some subscribers out there that are some of the best mechanics in the world. I really do. I do believe I have a handful of people in my pocket over here on this channel that give me good advice. And to Chevelle, 14, whatever, man, good luck with your dog, man. Spend as much time with him as you can. I will tell you this, man. From personal, I left out a couple of pieces of information. I know your dog's passing away and your vet told him to keep him as comfortable as possible, and that is true. You do need to do that. I also can tell you this. From experience, when your dog does finally pass away, I had mine cremated, and I carried him around everywhere with me for I think it was 3 or 4 months. I can't remember how long it was, but I was just looking stupid. And I didn't care what I looked like. That's my way of healing. But I can tell you this. After he passed, I tried to go get another dog, which is the mother of that Rottweiler mix. And she's a whole nother different story. I went ahead and decided to get her, and I was trying to replace my other dog, Booger, and it didn't work. I wasn't attached to him. I wasn't attached to her. It backfired on me. There's no way that you can really replace that dog. It's got its own qualities. It treats you a certain way. I know I'm wrapping 2 videos into one here, but my heart goes out to Chevelle 14. I can't remember the rest of it, but he knows who he is, and he knows I'm talking to him. But don't try to go out and replace that, because it won't work. I ended up giving that dog to my daughter, and that dog ended up having a short lifespan. And I don't want to get into the reasons for that, because my daughter made a mistake, and I'm not going to share that out there with you, because it's none of y'all's business. But she did make a mistake, and she didn't mean to. She didn't know what she was doing, and she's having to live with the rest of her life of that. But she did get one of her spawns, which was that puppy up there named Goddison. And Goddison, I ain't even attached to that one. I had to wait a good long 3 years before I decided to get another dog. Just flat out, I had to really wait till Booger was left and gone for a while, because replacing the dog too early, if you're trying to replace that dog, it's not working. That's my point here. Don't try to replace the dog. If you want to get another dog and fall in love with it all over again, like I have this one. Because you're going to let yourself down in the long run, and the love that you're going to have, you're going to think that it's going to take that pain away. It won't. From experience, it won't. You're going to have to heal on that first, on the death. You're going to have to heal on that, and then that's my recommendations. Now, anybody can do what they want to do, but with me, it didn't work. I had to wait a good while. But anyway, say goodbye, Toothless. Say Limpster out. Anyway, I'll see y'all later, man, and leave the comments below on what I should do, because yeah, I've altered this vehicle quite a bit. And no, I'm not going to leave that other battery hooked up. I'm going to go ahead and unhook it and just let it charge one battery. But as far as all the other stuff that I've got going on here, I'm thinking that's the reason why. I was overworking my alternator, and I need to get a higher amp alternator, and I need to know what to do on this. And thank y'all for leaving the comments down there so I could take that video down. But by all means, I didn't want to cause anybody else any more issues. Come on, Toothless, let's go. Anyway, y'all be good, man. Hold on. Anyway, y'all be good, man. Limpster out. See y'all later.